Hello, all my lovely cameos, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Violin, and today there's going to be a full moon, so it's time for our monthly reading. We're going to pull some cards, look at some messages, pick out some crystals, and set ourselves up for the next lunar cycle. Now, a little disclaimer before we start. This is all for fun and tasty sounds. You don't have to take any of this too seriously, but if you find that this is helpful or you resonate with any of the messages in this video, or even if all you get out of this video are some really good tingles, then I am happy to have worked a little bit of light in your life. Now, if you have watched one of my previous monthly videos, you can go ahead and skip to part 1. For those of you who are new here, welcome, hello, I'm so glad you came in. There are 2 parts to this video. First is part 1, in which we will look at the message that the zodiac that our full moon is in will have for us. We're going to pick out crystals and some affirmations to go with them if you like to work with crystals, or even as just some additional messages and affirmations for this lunar cycle. And thirdly, we will look at what our inner temple has to say for this month. And then in part 2, we are going to choose one card from 3 different Rebecca Campbell decks, and you can pick 1 or 2 or all 3 of the cards and take it as a more personalized message for the lunar cycle. So let's get started. Welcome to part 1 of this video. This full moon is in Taurus, so let's see what the Moonology Manifestation Oracle has to say for full moon in Taurus. And this full moon in Taurus, the message is detoxify. The guidebook says you need a detox to restore equilibrium to your situation. Perhaps you've been obsessing and have fallen into a negative headspace. Whatever the case, you need to release any dramas, possessiveness, and stubbornness to free up everything. Digging your heels in won't help, and neither will allowing yourself to be mean. It could be a spiritual, emotional, or physical detox that's called for. The manifesting balance for this card is find a balance between what your heart wants and what is the practical next step to take. And the mindset is your challenge now is to balance yourself emotionally. This might not be easy, but it'll boost your manifesting ability far more than if you're over emotional and therefore out of alignment. So that is the message for full moon in Taurus, which is detoxify. Next, we are going to use the Crystal Portal Oracle and the Crystal Affirmations deck. We are going to pick 2 cards from each deck. The first card will be the main crystal for the month if you like working with crystals. And then the second card will be a support crystal that will hopefully assist you in working with the main crystal for this lunar cycle. And then I will choose the affirmations that are companions in this deck. Now, some of you may have seen before my previous monthlies, but these decks do not share all of their cards, but don't worry, if we get a card from the Crystal Core Oracle that doesn't have an affirmation in the Crystal Affirmation deck, I have affirmations prepared for you. So for this month, let's see what the Crystal Core Oracle has in store for us. I will shuffle the deck 3 times. The top card will be our main crystal, and then the bottom card will be our support crystal for this lunar cycle. And your main crystal for the month is lapis lazuli, with a message of enlightenment. Lapis holds the properties of self-awareness, wisdom, and clarity. The guidebook says, like the flickering glow of lapis lazuli candles, allow your intuition to illuminate your path. Embrace the energy of lapis lazuli as you delve deep within to uncover the truths that lie dormant. Trust your instincts and follow the cosmic candlelit path with an open heart and a clear mind, knowing that true wisdom comes from within. So this is your main crystal for the month, which is lapis lazuli, with a message of enlightenment. And your affirmation for lapis lazuli is, I trust my inner wisdom and knowledge to guide me in making the right decisions. Now, we are going to draw our support crystal for the month. And your support crystal for the month is aragonite, with a message of wanderlust. Aragonite has the qualities of embracing the unknown, change, and grounding. The guidebook says the wanderlust card embodies exploration and self-discovery. Aragonite signifies grounding and connection to nature, urging you to embark on a journey of inner and outer exploration. This card prompts you to trust your inner compass, follow your heart's desires, and embrace the unknown as you navigate towards new experiences and endless possibilities. So this is your support crystal for the month, which is aragonite, with the message of wanderlust. Aragonite seems to like being a support crystal. This is the second time it has come up as a support crystal in a monthly. And your affirmation for aragonite is, I am ready for new possibilities and experiences that the universe may bring. Now it's time to look at our inner temple and see what wisdom it has in store for us this lunar cycle. I am going to shuffle deck 3 times as best as I can. Alrighty. I'm going to spread cards out. Your inner temple wisdom is Chamber of Forgiveness. The Chamber of Forgiveness has the qualities of innocence, softening, humble yourself, heart healing, grief, compassion, forgiveness, and self-forgiveness. The guidebook says, there's no question that it's through our relationships, both with ourselves and others, that we grow the most. Through the disappointments, betrayals, heartaches, and heartbreaks, through growing apart and the inevitability of change, through all of this we grow. The Chamber of Forgiveness reminds us of our innate innocence and of the need to keep our heart tender towards ourselves and others, to soften and humble ourselves in our humanness. When the heart hurts, it wants to shut down, harden, and close itself off from the world. This is a normal reaction to the ache that comes with being human. The Chamber of Forgiveness is a card of heart healing and deep, deep compassion for yourself and others too. It invites us to find a way to keep our heart open through the hurt, the blame, the betrayal, the anger, and the shame. Not to shut down or close our heart over or harden ourselves from life. Our grief is evidence of how much we love, for it's impossible to live with an open heart and not experience hurt or grief. Forgiveness has a mysterious timing, and you cannot rush it, but there often comes a day when, after many tears have been shed and candles lit, the heart doesn't ache like it did before. We may find a softness in our voice where there was previously sharpness and pain. This is the energy of the Chamber of Forgiveness. It's a process that's unfolding within us always. And if this card appears for you, then chances are this process is intelligently unfolding within you too. So, this is your inner temple wisdom for the month, which is Chamber of Forgiveness. Welcome to part 2 of this video. In this part, we are going to pick 1 card each from 3 Rebecca Campbell decks. You can choose 1 or 2 or all 3 of the cards. I'm going to select them from the Rose Oracle, the Starseed Oracle, and the Healing Waters Oracle. Alright, we have shuffled all 3 decks. Now I am going to select the top card from each deck. Alrighty, we have all 3 of our cards. Take a good look at all 3 of them. Think of which one you're feeling drawn to. Are you being drawn to card 1, the rose card? Are you being drawn to card 2, the star card? Or are you being drawn to card 3, the water card? Whichever one you're feeling drawn to, or whichever one you think resonates with you the most, or whichever one you think is the prettiest. Take a good look. If you chose the rose card, you got the reunion with a message of soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship. This current period in history has been spoken of by mystics through the ages, and you chose to incarnate right in the middle of it. You didn't do so alone. We came here in waves and with joint soul missions. You were never meant to walk this life alone. It's time to come back together, to remember that we're not in competition. Rather, we hold keys for each other. This is the way of the rose, to bloom bravely regardless of what others are doing, and not be threatened when others do this alongside you. The rose doesn't open and close according to who's walking by. She reveals her beauty to the world without waver. You're here to do that too. There are people who, at a soul level, chose to walk alongside you. But for them to find you, you must first let them see you. Reveal yourself to the world. Open your heart and mind to collaboration rather than competition. So many of us, particularly those who identify as women, have learned to be mistrustful of one another, as if we're in competition. This card comes with a message of collaborations, partnerships, and friendships. A confirmation that one or more people are entering your life. Or it could be a sign that you're being called to co-create on a project with someone you already know. Decide to bloom together. And this card comes with a rose transmission that says, I release any old programming of competition. I open myself up to relationships and collaborations. It's safe for me to trust and co-create. It's safe for me to speak clearly. It's safe for me to set clear boundaries and collaborate. So again, that was the reunion with a message of soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. If you chose the star card, you got activated earth, power line places, ley lines, trust where you're led. The guidebook says, ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses, also known as spirit paths. They've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, song lines were the paths traveled by the Creator being as they made the land and sea during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend the land you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers or nature spirits of that land? As you connect with the earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you, the fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. This card comes with a starseed activation, which says, I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. So, that was activated Earth with a message of power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. If you selected the water card, you got she who flows, ease, being open to change, go with the flow of life. The guidebook says water is the most powerful force on our planet. It has the potential to destroy everything in its path or be embracing, still, and gentle. When a river meets a rock, it doesn't try to move it. Instead, it embraces it and flows around it. It doesn't question why the rock is there. It sees it as part of its path. Water teaches us how to flow with life, how to greet the obstacles on our path with open arms and receive life fully. In this way, the world's waters have literally shaped and crafted the entire landscape of the planet that we know and love today. Mountains and valleys, coastlines and woodlands, all are the result of water embracing life. The ancient Greek goddess Rhea was the daughter of Gaia, Earth, and Uranus, Heaven. She is also referred to as Cybele, mother of us all. In his work Cratylus, philosopher Plato referred to Rhea as a stream or she who flows. Perhaps Rhea herself has much to share with us about how to truly flow with what appears on our journey, whether expected or unexpected. Call upon her to support you in embracing any unexpected changes you're facing. This card invites us to stop seeing the unexpected things in life as obstacles, and instead to treat them as invitations to embrace life, to find a way to soften and embrace what occurs rather than try to avoid it or fight it, to flow with rather than resist. This card comes with a soul inquiry, which asks, what unexpected obstacles are you resisting or fighting against right now? What would happen if you embraced them as part of your path? So, that was She Who Flows. Message of ease, being open to change. Go with the flow of life. If you're interested in the other cards, go ahead and skip back to their chapters. If you're not, I hope you enjoyed this video and that it was at least a little bit helpful to you. You can feel free to leave a like or a comment, or even if you want to, you may subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Stay sparkling, Cameo.